Alright. We have work to do. Somebody just realized we have not actually finished the campaign. Probably should have done that at some point. I don't even remember how far we got. How did I forget to do the campaign all the way to level 100? Hey Jason, what's up? How's it going? Turns out we need to do the campaign. Gotta get that +1 int. Should be pretty quick though. Farming the upgrades, nice. Yeah, I just need to go run and get my +1. I don't actually remember what I'm supposed to do here. It's been a while. XP. This would be a nice time to have that move speed slam my XL boots. You swap back? Yeah, I think you do need to have pretty good gear to use the static orb. It's good, but you do need that investment.
Can I help you?
%2 Phantom Grip with 11 int. That's pretty solid. Unlucky on the 11 though. I usually re-roll those items. %'s good though. As long as you get that 2% and some mana, it's a good item.
What brings you here?
Oh, I forgot they nerfed this.
Farewell. What brings you here? Farewell.
Feels bad. Used to actually get gold out of that. It's hard to get. Yeah, it is. I don't think I've gotten any T7 int rings yet. On my softcore character, I actually found I had an LP red ring before I dropped a single T7 int ring. That's how rough it is. Not that I would ever slam a red ring with a T6. What? Why can't I click the... There we go.
After you're done with your business, you're this. Oh, come on! Where's that fighting spirit? It's going to work. It's not like you've got any other options.
What other ring should you use? Probably red ring or phantom grip or Jewelrous Star Dial or even an exalted ring like an opal ring. It's probably good. Doesn't matter that much. Mid-right ring is for zoomies. It's also for damage too, because you get all the increased damage from wrong warp, but even still, I think overall it's probably worth it. I don't think I'd bother on hardcore though, because it doesn't give me any defense at all. The double drop thing is not a nerf. It is technically a buff. But yeah. That's more of a math thing. Yeah, you're more likely to get at least one sooner than before. You guys remember if Nemesis was affected by corruption or not? I don't remember what the answer was on that.
Farewell.
Does it matter where you do the Nemesis? Or even area level? It didn't matter? Okay, good to know. Guess the only advantage of corruption then for that is that you encounter them more often. They nerfed it for campaign? What was the nerf for campaign? That you couldn't just like go to a low level area and do it? Oh, rip. I didn't realize I had a prophecy for that. I shouldn't have done that. Oh well. I guess it's fine. 2%. Well, we get 2% anyway. We don't really care. It'll stop spawning. We take these. 142. Sounds a pretty good roll. I guess I'll take it. Yeah, the double drop it's a trap though. Like it's misleading. It only feels better because when you do finally get a drop, you get 2 of them. But on average, it took twice as long to only get a drop. And more often than not, it's better to have fewer drops with more chances because your distribution of outcomes for a given number of rolls is a lot smaller. Like when you have the very like lottery all or nothing of the old system, it means that you have like a very wide distribution of outcomes.
If we don't look at trust, let's go thin their numbers a bit.
And a lot of times you don't even need 2 items, so the fact that you do take twice as long to get 2 items, if you get the slam on the first one, or you only need 1, like a 4 LP, then the duplicate is not even useful. Like with the new system, you'll get twice as many distinct 4 LPs. In the old system, you would just get a copy of a 4 LP. Most of the time, you don't care about that.
Well, on top of that, hey, try not to fall off. All we got to do is steer Talon towards the temple, and she should take care of the rest for us. It looks like the Ospreys weren't a fan of us borrowing their bird. Get ready for a fight. We're hit. Grab onto something.
Hey Crom, what up? How's it going? Funny to see you in chat. In the game chat, I guess. You ripped on Abby today? Oh no, in hardcore? Hey Austin, how's it going? Oh no, that's rough. Is this your new character then? It only shows the account name, so you don't actually know what character. I can never remember which way to go here. Not this one. Yeah, that's rough. Rip in peace. Nemesis spawn. In the campaign, Nemesis does not spawn if the items were generated 15 levels above the zone, or there is an egg. Okay. Down west. Yeah, that's what I figured. I never remember. 12 int, okay. $19 Weaver, 9. I don't think we care about 9. That's not enough. Can't believe I forgot to do campaign. It's literally only missing like 15 minutes. Do I do this one? Probably not, right? No. I only do this area like once per character, maybe. Sometimes I probably don't even do it, 'cause I forget. Oh, it was the one I walked past. Three LP Criterion. Alright. It's not that rare, but still pretty cool. I will collect it. Some call me a collector. Others would say hoarder. I think they're kind of the same thing, though, in a way. Can you imagine going through monos, getting to level 100, and then dying in campaign? Can you imagine if we actually did that? Professional order. Oh no. There you go. That makes it sound even worse. It's no longer a hobby, it's now a profession. Great. When they'll add achievements, I doubt it would be retroactive. So if they don't already have a way to track the certain things that you've done, I don't think they'd be able to go back and like they'd need to have that information. Mastered the craft of hoarding. It's funny because usually I'm like the opposite of a hoarder. I don't like having a lot of stuff. I already struggle enough to keep track of things. I would like to see achievements though. Be pretty cool. I'd probably go for all of them, I imagine. Might as well. What is the void? Alright guys. Let me go. I need my +1 int. You're gonna peek into the build? Yeah, Nova was the meta in 1.0, but it's significantly weaker this league. I mean, Meteor is not really the main character of this build. You don't need Meteor to play it. The main difference of this build is our Frostclaw costs 40 mana and we use Sorcerer.
The vessel maidens have died so you could live. Now feel the unending abyss of their despair.
What are you doing?
Why don't you show our guest The torment that now fills
What's happening? Get out of my mind.
Alright, here we go. Let's go beat the game. Only, you know, 43 levels too late. It's okay. Better late than never. Can you imagine if I ripped without having done the campaign? It would have been because of those one attribute I was missing.
No, get out of my mind. Get out.
If you're looking for suggestions, I do have a guide on this build and several other variations of it. I think that'd probably be a good place to start. Go over a lot of different like gear alternatives, build setup alternatives.
This is over.
There's a lot of different ways to play Frostclaw right now. I'm obviously biased, but I do think that this is the best.
Farewell, traveler.
But, I mean,
Good luck.
to be fair though, we are one of the very few mages to make it to level 100 in hardcore, so that's gotta count for something, right? Looks like one of the other ones was also playing my same build, except the static orb variant of it. Slightly different.
Oh, yes.
Ah, we beat the game. Amazing. Alright, so we got our +1 all attribute, right? Yeah, there we go. 135 int, not bad. What was I working on? I don't even remember. Let me check my prophecies. We have Elder Gaspar. How does the ranks work? What do you mean? You're talking about the ladder? No, not overall. Just mage. This is way, way too late for overall. Yeah. I forget what rank we are. It doesn't show us here for whatever reason. I don't know if this is like a bug. Yeah, I missed it by a while. So yeah. Back to work for you. Alright, thanks for dropping in. Hope you have a good one. Cheers. It was arena? Actually, this looks pretty realistic. I feel like this is achievable. Wave 250? You're at the Switch with 64 points. Let's go. Good job. That is the point. Ready to start dominating the game. I think we could realistically push for rank 1 arena. Look at all these sentinels at the top here. Click on solo. Oh. Wait, 265. Why is it higher? Number 5. Shield wall? Is that your character? You did this at level 88? Oh my god. That's pretty good. What's the difference between solo and he's still alive? Wait, why doesn't it show deaths here? One player's trade? Wait, you're telling me it's easier to compete on... Man. Am I gonna go for Static Orb? Eventually, yeah. I'm not quite ready for the switch yet, I don't have enough mana. I'll probably do some testing and offline to see what the bare minimum is for me to make the switch before I go for that. For now, we're just trying to gear up a bit, get some good items, and then I'll consider switching over to Static Orb. Yeah, so solo, this is where I would be competing then. What's Mage look like here? 102? 102? What? What do you mean 102? How is it 102? Wait, can I literally just use a key of memory? Does it start me at 100? Watch me rip. Oh my god. It does? Okay. Should we try and just go get a rank 1 real quick? Watch me rip. Ah. No wonder nobody's done it. I still have to go all the way there, go through like 3 zones. Feels bad. It's way too much work. Oh well, let's go. I probably shouldn't be running for rank 1 yet. My gear is not quite up to par. It's pretty bad gear. Rank 1 overall. It's not quite ready for that. How much can my ward? I can probably do 8,000 or 9,000, I think. I don't know. The problem is all these things die so quick, I don't get any hits on them. So they're too weak. Alright, well. You got a 3 times T6 helmet from Nemesis mana, int armor current reduction. That's solid. Solid helmet. Alright, so what are the corruption equivalents for arena waves? Do any of you guys know? is I don't really have any issues with like 300 corruption. It's pretty smooth. I'm just wondering how that compares to waves. As soon as I start feeling this being a little bit sketchy, I'm gonna peace out. And then continue working on my gear. That's what they all say, though. Do you die perma if you die? I think so. I don't know. I've never done hardcore arena. I assume so, yeah. Otherwise, what's the point? So, if I just leave the arena, does it record my rank, or do I have to die? Like, am I currently rank 1 mage? Does it show me as rank 1 mage on hardcore arena? It does. Oh, that's funny. I'm sorry. I'm not trying to take anybody's rank. What is rank 1 overall in I'm in solo, right? What's the rank 1? Just so I know. 265? Yeah, that's a little bit sketchy. Do you think we can do 265 with our current like weak gear? That's probably a little bit ballsy. Like, I have a lot of upgrades that I could do that I just haven't. You got 1 tap? How tanky was your Forge Guard? 20 Necro? How am I? I'm capped. I'm fully capped on res and crit reduction. And I have almost 3,000 armor. Yeah, I'm pretty tanky, right? Should be okay. I mean, I could completely play this safe. I have no reason to be attempting this right now. I literally just hit level 100 and I haven't worked on my gear at all. Ooh, that hit kind of hard. That hit me for like 2,000. The little snake thing. The problem with these things is like everything is completely fine until it just suddenly isn't. Celebrate by potentially killing myself with nothing to gain, yeah. Yeah, you pretty much summed it up. Yeah. 135 to go, pretty much. I don't think I can get rank 1 right now, actually, with my current gear. I don't think we're ready. I'm starting to take a few big-ish hits. You have a build posted? Yeah, I do. It's on my YouTube. Should be in the description. Big shits? No. Not at the moment. This mobility is helping me out a lot, though. Alright. Can you guys help me and let me know what the ranks are? How close am I to top 5? I can do that for now. And then work on gear. Oh, my mana's getting a bit low. I need to refill this. My ward is starting to drop. You're rank 5 at 151. Oh. Was that overall? Yes? Okay. Alright, this is starting to get a little bit sketchy. I don't think I have enough defense right now to be doing this. Rank 4. Ooh, that's a lot of archers. Yeah, I think 200, I might wait. It would be cool to push 3, but... I think it would be smarter for me to wait. Rank 4 now, nice. Okay, so do I click abandon run? Is that what I do? No? TP out? Okay. There you go. What I don't understand is why, if you do solo, you should also be counted for the one player. Like, it's really stupid to me that they have all of the stuff that we have as solo, but also more. Like, solo players should be on this list. There we go. Not bad, not bad. Yeah, 265 is pretty nuts. It's a separate game mode in chat. I mean, fine, but we're playing a handicap game mode. Like, we're playing the same... No, I'm not saying... I'm not saying that we should be forced to compete with them. I'm saying that the players who get a certain number of waves on solo should be on the solo ladder, but they should also be included on the one-player ladder as well. Right? Because, like, technically, you have done both. Like, add a solo. Yeah, exactly. Like, add a solo tag and put them in both. Like, I should be here, personally, I think, right? Because, like, I did exactly what they did, just, like, harder version. Because, like, I can't group up, I can't trade, I can't do anything. Alright, let me take a screenshot of this before somebody else snipes it. There we go. I'll post that in Discord real quick. Alright. Now we need more gear. We have work to do. 140 T7 mana catalyst, nice. You need that for your slam. I still need a slam, don't I? Alright. Yeah, I still need a lot of gear. I need better idols. I need better chess piece. It's not great. I need to do some Nemesis slams for wrong work. The difference between solo and one player... Solo is like solo account found. One player is like... They can play normally in a group. Like, they can gift items or they can use trade. They could be MG. Solo is like SSF. Like, fully SSF. So solo is technically harder than one player, even though the solo players are higher. Oh yeah, let me check my prophecies here. Oh yeah, we still need the Rune of Creation. I was gonna do something with Rune of Creation. I think I had, actually, I think I have a slam to do. Yeah, I'm pretty sure we have a slam. So I did want Rune of Creations. T7 mana, T5 spell damage? I feel like spell damage is not the best, right? You probably want multi. So you have so much spell damage already. Okay. I think... Yeah, this is what I wanted to slam. For a Prismatic Gaze. This is such a bad T4 here, but I don't really have any other option. It dropped with T3? Yeah, fair. I understand. Oof. Do we roll it? Oh, it didn't eat all my shit. Nice. Good stuff. Rune of Creation. By shit, I meant FP. Just realized that sounded bad when I said it. What level was Prismatic? Prismatic is what, 60? Yeah, 60. Yeah, I might as well do lower. No reason to run high tier. You risk dying. The cautious survive. There is no reward for arrogance in hardcore, only death. E7 crit multi is probably better for mapping, yeah. I think so. Mana's not that great for Frostclaw itself. It's okay. You do need a certain amount, but beyond that it doesn't help much. There's nothing in maps that are going to be too tanky for your static orb. Yeah, I have a really bad Enigma. Nine it, yeah. I'll probably need to do the same. Two OPs with 13. 13's pretty good though. Yeah, if you could get the crit multi though, that'd be nice. That's what we all want. The crit multi Enigma. For my proper arena run, I think I'm going to want Frailty, Shred, and maybe Stun Chance as well.
Epoch, I will have it. Sapphire water. Still so much to learn.
Oh, we have two of these. Really low roll on the DR though. This kind of feels bad. Do I have a better one? somewhere, maybe? I have a 10, but I still need to egg it. So we'll try it. Wait, what? Hold on, that's not what we want. Okay. Alright, game. Sure. Yeah. That's funny. I can't even use it yet because I think I lose all of my mana. And a lot of armor too. Yeah, we lose crazy amount of armor. Yeah. It's a lot of... We do gain int. We lose so much mana. This is like very glass cannon spec here. I don't know if I can use this yet. T7 static is pretty good, yeah. I don't know if it's better than int, maybe. How much difference in damage does this do for my Frostclaw, though? 12.5 versus... 9.7. I think with wrong warp, the difference is even bigger, isn't it? $26.6. $14.5. Yeah, it's like not far off of double damage in that case. It's a pretty big difference. We really need spell crit somewhere though. We need a much better Enigma. I think for now we'll hold on to this. We don't really need it right yet. Yeah, the issue is the mana though. Mana's a bit rippy. Do I even need this Necro-Res? Yeah, kind of. I do need to put this into a belt though. That would help a lot. Mana regen not doing much for me here. Yeah, it's so important to get above 1,000. I'm not quite there. I need... Probably these idols need to be better. These are kind of like dead stats here. We really need higher rolls and flat mana. If I had that, I'd be above. Hey, Bina, what up? Long time no see. How's it going? You just missed it. We are technically rank 1 arena mage. Just casually jumped in there. That's funny. Such a low-hanging fruit for that one. We just went in and took that. You're back to LE. Let's go. Love to hear it. Welcome back. Hope you had a good time settling Catan. Rank 1, let's go. Yeah, actually, what's even funnier, too, is I made this character, I don't know, maybe a week ago. I started super late, right? I was like, you know what, I'm gonna try hardcore, why not, right? We still got rank 5 mage. Even though it's like, we started a month late. It's so funny. All the other 100 mages are dead. It's very, very lonely up here. It's pretty good. What's our overall? I forget, it was like, what, 4? Yeah, 4 overall. Pretty good. Yeah. Solid, solid. So we're just working on our gear right now. We just slammed this bad boy. T7 Int Prismatic. We have T7 Int Blood of the Exile. We are going to need some slams here. We're going to need some crit chance. We need some mana. A lot of stuff we still do need. So for now, I think we are going to continue rocking this until we get more mana. And then I can switch to Prismatic. So yeah, for now, that's just not cutting it. We need 1,000. Sustain just feels terrible without it. But yeah, let's go grab some, maybe some proxies. Yeah, it turns out Frostclaw is hardcore viable. Very, very much so. Such a good run though, so clean. Gonna try other builds eventually? No. There are no other builds. Frostclaw's the only build in the game. No, but yeah, I enjoy this build so much. I did the Staticorp variant, and that one ended up being really good too. Yeah, I don't know. We'll see. Ballista? do it in hardcore. ZHP Ballista hardcore. Let's go. Yeah, bro. Let's do it. Make like a competition. ZHP Ballista hardcore race. Ornate Idol? Which one is that? The huge one, right? 4x1? Rune of Creation. Ah, more Rune of Creation! I need this. We need more Runes of Creation. Large Idol. Ornate is 1x4? Yeah. Yeah, hardcore is pretty fun. I'm enjoying it. Grand is 1x3. Okay, gotcha. Grand is what I want then. So I can fit in 4 grands if I want. Technically, Ornate I think is slightly better if you have a high roll. But it has no flat mana on the prefix, unlike the Grand. You can get flat mana. Although mine are crap. These are terrible. But yeah. We did get the XP farm set up. I don't know if you guys were here yesterday, but we did the 99 to 100 push in just barely over 2 hours. Like, we literally went from 99 to 100. And I want to say it was like 2 hours, 20 minutes. Like, absolutely insane. Like, blistering pace. You got your third T7. I still haven't dropped a T7 int ring. What is this game? Never lucky. Never lucky, dude. Yeah, how is the PoE League turning out anyway? I feel like everybody was super hyped for it initially, but seems like it kind of died down, didn't it? $220 hours? Yeah. It's probably around where I am. Actually, I probably have more on my software character at this point. Rune of Creation, let's go. CF meta is still Imperial Warcamp? Yeah, this is the OP meta. We haven't found a better one yet. So you just farm this over and over, do the beacon, double Enrage. I think Enrage is technically safer than Deadly on hardcore. On softcore, I do Deadly. I actually almost ripped to the Reign of Dragons boss yesterday because of double Enrage. I didn't realize that the charge-up attack makes the big explosion go quicker. So I was fighting the Reign of Dragon boss with double Enrage. I got it low, and then I was like doing the, you know, the normal whatever. And I tanked the explosion, and because it was so fast I didn't notice I tanked it, and I was standing in the DOT after the explosion, and I like almost ripped right there. I had to like go back and look at the replay, see what happened. But that was like super close to ripping. Scary stuff. Something less repetitive in the meta? Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, we have dungeon rework, mono expansion stuff. I think one of those might add some. I'm not sure how I feel about, like, if they try and make dungeons more of Endgame. Because dungeons right now are so boring, I feel like I'm a little bit... They announced yeah, dungeons on the roadmap, isn't it? Pretty sure. I don't think there's any details. You don't think so? Oh, I thought it was. I was pretty sure dungeon was on there, no? Could be crazy. I could be just imagining things. This is also possible. Ooh. These dudes are actually really scary. They hit pretty hard. So, do we know if the normal enemies that spawn in echoes that have boss health bars, like the ward thing, is that intended or no? That's a bug, right? Yeah, because I just got 3 of these guys running to me with the boss health bars. The ones at the end of the echo? Okay. Alright, that's what I thought. Seemed a little bit unreasonable. When you just run into the Wengari Patriarch in the middle of a map that can like one-shot you with avalanches and also has health bars. What is this? It's shenanigans. Seems a little unfair. My mana's kind of low. I need mana to regen my ward. Turret builds? What is turret build? Is that like the new version of totem build? Is there turrets now? Ballista? Oh. I see. I'm so out of the loop on PoE meta, having not played in like, I don't know, 4 years? Roughly 4 years? Yeah, I heard some of the attribute stacking stuff was quite strong. Back when I played, many moons ago, it was always about the, I guess when I last played it was Blade Vortex with I think it was Herald of Ash or something, and you just run around with like 200% move speed and explode the screen. I think that was like kind of meta. This was many years ago. Then before that, it was the Herald Aura stacking. And I think before that, it was, I think, Cyclone. Like full screen AoE Cyclone. That was a fun one. Good memories. Oh yeah, and there was also Tornado Shot, of course. That was always a thing. One of my favorites. The classic Zumi build, Tornado Shot. Oh, that takes me back. I think I might have made that video private. But this... Wait, hold on. I want to show one of my favorite builds ever that I put together. This was a PoE build from years ago. Let me see if I can find it. Hold on. Oh, it might not even be public. It's gotta be, right? Ah, there we go. Yeah, this was my favorite. This is my favorite build ever. This is not Headhunter, by the way. I don't think. No, this is not Headhunter. Oh, I love this build. It was so much fun. Oh man, it brings me back. PoE2 looking fine, yeah. And this was the Blade Vortex one I talked about. The Blade Vortex build. There we go. I think this one was with Headhunter. But yeah, I mean, you guys have all seen this 1,000 times, this type of thing, so nothing new to you. Oh man. Brings me way back. 15,000. We farmed a bit of favor here. I could go grab some more idols, I think is what I really want. Yeah, if I go get idols, I can actually... I can run Prismatic Gaze. That's the main thing. Main thing stopping me right now is better idols, because I need that mana. Yeah, PoE2, I'm guessing you guys are probably all gonna at least try it, right? What rings am I using? Oh, my rings are terrible. Give me 1 second. I have one Jolra Star Dial with 13 int on it, and I have one Pharabor's ring with 17 int on it. I'm actually a huge fan of the Pharabor ring. It's one of my favorite rings. I'll show them after this. If you have any suggestions, maybe let me know. Just want to get maybe like 30,000 or so favor and then go get a bunch of idol prophecies. Yeah, here's our rings. We have a star dialed, pretty good roll. and mana, or int rather. And then the Ferrobores, it's a pretty low roll on the armor, but high roll on the int. The Ward Shock set ring. You're talking about Invokers, I think. I considered Invokers, but the stats overall are kind of weak. Phantom Grip? I considered Phantom Grip. Phantom Grip is an option. The problem with Phantom Grip is you really need a 2% crit. I haven't found a good one yet. And I feel like you do need a slam on it. A perfect Ferrobore? No way somebody buys that, right? I mean, Ferrobore is good, but it's not like an endgame item, right? Like, that's more of a, like a placeholder. Still, max roll would be pretty cool. I wouldn't mind having. For vessel setups? Oh, because of the regen. Yeah, you're right. True. Forgot about the regen. That's a good point. Yeah, that's pretty interesting. I like that. That's a spicy meatball. Look at this helm. This is actually a pretty nice helm. That's a sealable health regen on this static orb with flat armor. I could craft int, seal the health regen, and then craft a useful suffix. It's T6, but those are nice T6s. Probably want to do a reroll on the affix ranges here. You wouldn't pay 1.5? Do you still have a bunch of gold from like early league start when you were blasting? Or is this all like recent stuff you sold? Like, did you play when the dupe happened? I assume so, right? Yeah, we need a few more runs. Oh, you just have a stash full of... I'm guessing you overpriced your items if you knew you weren't going to be playing. So you just have your stall full of stuff. Mana idols for 1 billion. Wow. Okay. Yeah, people complain on my guide about how unobtainable the idols are, or any of the mana items, I guess, like Stormcarved and all that. I get a lot of people talking about how unrealistic the gear is. Mean. When you consider how many hours I put into the character, though. COF starts to look a lot less overpowered at that point. Just because it's popular. Yeah, meta items are always going to cost a fortune for Merchant Guild. That's the thing, right? If you want to play a meta build as Merchant Guild, then you're going to have to pay meta prices. There's no way around that. I made a meme. I posted on Reddit. I don't know where I put that meme. Yeah, if you want to make like an off meta, like that's what I tell people trying to play the build. Like they're like, oh, Wrong Warp is so expensive. I'm like, yeah. If you're playing Merchant Guild, you don't need to copy the gear that COF players have exactly, right? Like you have some free will. If there's like a slightly worse item that you can get for like 4 LP, because everybody else is being a meta slave, then do that. Like for me, how meta items are doesn't matter, because I'm COF. I just pick the best item, and I farm it. If you're Merchant Guild, you gotta weigh in the price of the items into your build making. That's like part of the equation. A lot of people don't really like make that. 3 LP on 80 or less LPL is realistic, yeah. Anywhere near 80 LPL for COF, 3 LP is extremely unrealistic, especially if roles matter. It's really hard. And people always comment on like the red rings and stuff. Like that's another one that's like an insane grind on average. I don't think people appreciate quite how much grind that is. I had a couple comments like, oh man, I just hit like level 100 or whatever and I don't have a red ring yet. Like, how unlucky am I? It's like, not really unlucky at all. It's like when you consider like what top COF players are farming in terms of favor, like people are farming over 300,000 favor per hour. That's the equivalent of leveling from 0 to 100 in like a couple hours, right? Like literally, every couple hours we're essentially leveling a brand new level 100 character. Like I don't think people realize just how much farm is going on. Like it's an unhealthy amount of farm. Yeah, just get 1 LP red rings. I actually had pretty good luck with my 1 LP red rings this league. It ended up going quite well for me. I think I only bricked maybe 12, something like that. Pretty good RNG. Yeah, that was the exact comment I made. People talk about how unrealistic my gear is. If I do a showcase with bad gear, people talk about how crappy the build is. If I put a showcase with good gear, people talk about how unrealistic it is. Like, you literally can't win. It's impossible. You haven't found a single red ring this cycle or last cycle? Unlucky? I'm guessing you probably bought them though, right? You didn't play them? Yeah. Is it just not worth it for the builds that you play? So I thought you were stacking. I guess you really need a slam to justify using red ring. Make multiple plan. I do make multiple planners. I literally do. Like in my guide, okay? In my showcase in the beginning, I used my good gear. And then immediately I was like, oh, in this build, whatever, I'm gonna talk about like leveling and all this stuff, right? And in the description, I included like 5 different levels of gearing, including like leveling and like super basic. I even included like a separate video in the description of like, this is what the beginner setup looks like. I gave people all of the information. And they still just like click the video, see crazy gear, and they're like, nah, this is stupid. One of the other comments I got was like, oh, this is like a newbie build. This is like a softcore build. Like go play hardcore and then make guides. Well, you know, here we are. TikTok generation. Nothing wrong. Yeah, I don't think there's anything wrong with software. The only reason I never played hardcore before was like, if you're trying to make content, having a character die is a pretty big setback. Like, I'm trying to make endgame content, right? If I die and lose my character, I lose a lot of time. And then I need to re-level to start making that endgame content again. It's just really time consuming. And unless you're like some hardcore blaster that focuses on that, like Woody Joe or Rax or whatever, unless you're one of them, it's just not worth it. And like, I mean, I'm assuming that you have a job outside of gaming, which I do as well, right? Like, I have a full-time job. I don't have that much time. But you gotta take your wins where you can get them, I guess. Can't win them all. Can't please everybody. Always an opportunity cost, yeah. Yeah, 100%. Well, at least the hardcore haters will hopefully not be able to say anything anymore, maybe? I mean, I don't know why anybody would have thought this was not a hardcore viable build to begin with. Like, how can you think this is not... Like, you have a resting ward of, like, over 3,000, you spike up to, like, 10,000, you have DR, you have armor, you, like... How could anybody think that this is not, like, a hardcore viable build? That's so crazy. And, like, even the gear requirements, too, like... Like, on softcore, when I first killed Abroth, my gear was terrible. Like, complete dumpster. But, like, people just, they click the gear and they're like, oh, this guy has a red ring. What a no-life. Like, damn. Real productive. Yeah. Just no sense ranting about it. I mean, the only thing that, like, I think I could have done a lot better is I don't really put much emphasis into leveling. I'm just like, hey, check out Tarek's leveling guide. And they're like, alright, thanks for dropping in. Appreciate you coming to hang out. But yeah, like, the only thing I don't really focus on is leveling. I leave that to the experts. Like, Tarek already has great leveling guides. I'm not going to spend my time making leveling guides when it's already been solved. It's just not a good use of my time. Especially when, like, Tarek's already way better at it than I'll probably ever be. To be fair though, I do think that this build you could level with Frostclaw, and I think it would be pretty good. The base damage of Frostclaw with how many hits you get is quite high. I think it is actually higher than Glacier. Yeah, people don't like doing a swap, I agree. That's a big setback, because it's like kind of an uncertainty. Especially in hardcore. If you don't know what the swap build is going to look like, people feel really uncomfortable. Like, am I going to make the swap and then all of a sudden my build sucks? Yeah, that's why I'd kind of like to put a Frostclaw leveling guide together using this like high mana cost variant. I think it would play pretty similarly to Glacier, except it might even be stronger. Just looking at the numbers on Frostclaw, it's pretty nuts. Yeah, Tarek is picking the best fast things, but that's what people want, for the most part. If you're just using a leveling build to transition into something else, you want the best leveling build. You don't want to, like, struggle town. I mean, at least I don't. But, like, I do think that Frostlaw has leveling potential here. You look at the damage scaling, it's 100% effectiveness per hit, right? And once you have Volley of Blast, this is already 5 hits, you're at 500% effectiveness. And then once you have this node here, you shotgun, essentially. You're already at 1000% effectiveness. And then this one takes you to 1500%. And then this, technically, you can get to 2500% on bosses or whatever, single target. Technically, it's a bit of a technique you need to work on, but with just these nodes, you would be at 2500%, which is quite a bit higher than Glacier for less mana. It's just really janky because people don't feel comfortable playing high mana cost Frostclaw early on. How do you level it? Yeah, but people don't want to put the effort into, like, they want to be spoon-fed like a super easily leveling process, which, I mean, fair, same, but yeah, I don't know. I just linked to Tarek's guide and I'm like, just do this, and then once you get to level 51, you just switch. All the gear is the same. Those are the type of people looking build videos? Yeah, maybe. Alright, this is not the correct lens anymore. Yeah, your running is a bit like, if you want to play around and try different things, that's like, that's good. Like, you're learning. You're learning how to play it in different ways. Like, that's what I did when I first played Frostclaw. The first time, I followed a guide. Like, I went in, I looked at the guide, I tried it out, I played the build, I was like, oh, I can make it better. And then I just continued improving it and making it better. But you can't really do that until you try it and understand it. But, like, nobody knows exactly how a build's gonna work without ever playing it before. It doesn't work that way. Yeah, Dragrith Claw is not higher damage, and the other thing about Lightning Aegis, I don't know if you're aware. The reason I'm not a fan of Lightning Aegis... Where is it? The reason I'm not a fan of Lightning Aegis is because it gets procced when you take damage to your ward. It says 25% of your health, but you have your ward here, or here. If I take 250 damage to my ward, I lose Lightning Aegis. So, like, if you get hit by a bunch of archers, for example, the first one will pop your Aegis, and then all the other ones are going to do full damage to you. Like, in general, I don't think Lightning Aegis is a reliable defense. Yeah, I tested this. I have an unlisted video if you're curious to see the test. But yeah, that's how it works. That's what I first thought too. It's pretty lame. Oh, now that I don't have... I'm not searching for creation. I'm gonna get creations. You lose Lightning Aegis from ward decay? I don't... Is that true? I don't think so. I don't think so. Because it's not damage. Like, damage is different. Could be wrong, but... I don't want to kill Jorah 10 times, 4 times, whatever. Yeah, I don't know. I just didn't think it was worth it. He rot 4 times? That's way too many. Are you sure it's not just timing out? Do you have the 8-second one from Static Orb? It's after 1 second? Okay, that's pretty strange. Alright, yeah, I don't know. That might be new, because I remember testing it and I didn't have that problem. This was in 1.0 that I tested it, though. Right. Probably I'm gonna want more Runes of Creation at some point here. Someday. I don't want a bunch of boss ones, and then I have to go do a bunch of different bosses just for a couple items. That's kind of a pain. This is why it's more efficient to spend a lot of favor at once. So you end up just doing a bunch of bosses slowly. Nothing in lightning eggs? It does. It does, it's right here. When you cast Lightning Blast, you gain Lightning Aegis, which grants a 50% increased lightning damage, 45% damage taken. Causes an explosion of lightning damage when you lose. I guess it doesn't say that you lose it, but you do. Yeah. It doesn't say you lose it. Yeah, maybe it is a bug. Maybe it is a bug. Huh. Yeah, maybe you're not supposed to lose lightning, I guess. It would seem kind of overpowered, though. 25 DR? Maybe, though. Maybe. Yeah, I'm not sure. Could be a bug. Never really know with these things. Bug or feature. It's kind of all the same, isn't it? Why is it so hard to get idols, though? These idols also give armor, too, so it is in my interest to get good ones. It's one of the few ways I can get free armor. Yeah, it says the duration, but when it explodes, you lose it earlier than the duration. If you take this node here, try this one. This one lasts. Wait. The descriptions are not the same. Lightning Aegis causes an explosion when you lose 25% or after 10 seconds. And in this one... Oh, no, it is the same. Lightning Aegis causes explosion damage when you lose 20% or after 10. Okay, it's the same. Yeah, okay, so if you put 4 points in here, right? And you go into some map and you start taking damage, can you lose it before 8 seconds, or no? Because when I tested it, I did. Let me see if I can find the video that I recorded. I have it here somewhere. Okay, I found the video. Okay, here we go. I don't know why I didn't test this with static orb. It would have been a lot easier. Okay, so you can see I have lightning Aegis. I stand inside of the spire and I lose it when I get hit. Look, right here. Immediately, as soon as I get hit by the spire, every time I lose Aegis. And then when these archer guys hit me as well, I also lost it. Oh, I do have it on static orb actually. You can see I got it there when I used flame rush. I'm getting static orb through flame rush to get Aegis. Yeah, so you can see here I use flame rush right before the spire hits to make sure I have my Aegis. This has full cooldown left, right? I just got it and it immediately procs. Yeah, see, like, this is, like, let's go back a little. So here it times out normally after, like, 8 seconds. It's completely fine. And look here, we're gonna cast a fresh one. There's fresh one, gone. Like, it only lasted 0.5 seconds because I took damage. Like, it definitely 100% goes away when you take damage to ward. We need more idols. Yeah, it doesn't... That test was from 1.0, so I don't know how it worked before 1.0, or even after 1.0, as I haven't tested it. But it definitely did work that way in 1.0. It is weird, though. It seems a little unintuitive. Based on the description, right? I also thought there used to be alt text, but I'm not seeing any alt text anymore. Only in Lightning Blast? Maybe. Yeah, these prophecies are annoying, dude. So we have some from Mage, Boss, Boss, Rare Enemy, Abomination, okay. Hey Gloon, what up? How's it going? Let's go proc some of these, see if we can actually get a good one. The Dream. Alright. Word per second, rip. Low roll, rip. High roll. That's a nice one. Low roll. Pretty good roll. 35 and 7. Word per second. A lot of these are pretty bad. 5. 6 is okay. With lightning crit is pretty good, actually. Lightning and lightning. Seven, 6, 11. Okay. Was that all of them for bosses? I think so, right? Actually, no. I can go get a few more. See if I can get a better one. Those are pretty good though. That's already gonna help out. Get a perfect, we did, right? Yeah. 12. Still alive? Yeah, we are. We're blasting. Yeah, that gives me a bit of armor too. Pretty nice. 7%. We didn't get any good small ones. Unfortunate. Pretty unfortunate. If I could use another big one here, that would help a lot. These are not great. Mana Swank and his ward. That is an upgrade. Yeah, we made a lot of progress. Just gotta get some idols now, though. Which is proving quite difficult, isn't it? It's a pretty good one. Pretty spicy. 7%, okay. Yeah. 5. We have some backups, I guess. These are pretty terrible. The strands RNG. You should see my rip tab of strands from before. It's pretty bad. I have like a huge rip tab. That's pretty good progress. We need rare enemies, a bomb, exiled mage. Okay. So we can go get a bit more favor for now. We getting any upgrades though? A lot of these are not very good. 7 I can probably use. How much mana and armored? 10 mana. 100 armor for 15 mana spent gain is worth. That's very little. I think this is probably better. 6 and a 7. This might be better than a 6. Probably not. This one is pretty good though. 24 mana spent with 28 lightning crit. Yeah, it's quite good. I need double mana though. That's the struggle. You got a 26 8% mana. That's insane. That's such a good one. Those are so rare. Yeah, congrats on that one. That's like almost perfect. Yeah, I'd be pretty stoked too. I don't even think I have one that good on software. I farmed quite a bit. 3%. Feels bad. Ooh, that's a real good one. I think we just got a pretty nice one. Didn't see exactly what it said, but I think it was good. Let's go check. 26 and 7. Not as good as yours, but pretty good. That one's nice. I think 6 with lightning crit is better than 7 without. And honestly, this might even be better than... yeah. It's 1198. It's a pretty big upgrade. Can I unequip my helmet now? Oh, we can. Let's go. 143 int. Not bad. Not bad at all. I could probably, if I fix my resist, I could probably move these around a bit and fit in another fat one. And then I'd get a bit more value here. But for now, I think this might be okay. I would like flat grand idols, though. This is basically what I want. It's the 12%. I don't remember if they have any good prefixes, though. Area is probably the closest to being useful. Ward when hits, okay. You haven't found a single double? Feels bad. That's unlucky. That's really unlucky. Alright, let's try this to see how it feels. I'm down a little bit of armor. But we're getting pretty smart now. Our damage should be fairly high. 19.4, yeah. It's a pretty big improvement. This is like double the damage for me. I don't really need the damage at this point. But we'll try it out. See how this feels. Yeah, I think doing the idols is worth it. Idols are very strong if you get good ones. It's much better than Torment Warlock? Oh, that's good to hear. A lot of people are enjoying both. Looks like Torment Warlock's pretty strong too. It's nice that we have options of speed builds. 8%. Alright. Hey Warrior, what up? How's it going? How are we doing? Pretty well, thanks. How about yourself? We're just gearing up our character, trying to get some idols. Ooh, lag. That was a scary lag spike there. Warlock is boring. Yeah, I haven't played Warlock in quite a while. I'm a bit out of the loop on it. I thought it was fairly fun when I played it, but eh. This is an upgrade. How much? Yeah, it does give me a bit. Ward and Flame Ward too. Yeah, this is definitely better. We need to fix our resist so I can slot in another ornate idol here. This seems important. Wait a minute. Yeah, we do. Yeah, feels bad. Otherwise, we wouldn't be capped on cold res. That's no bueno. Oh yeah, we also got rank 1 arena too in hardcore. Or for mage at least. Past midnight. Alright. Thanks for dropping in. Have a good night. I'll catch you in the next one. How many waves? It wasn't that many. I think I did like 160 or something. The mage arena on hardcore is not very impressive. Yeah. It was a quick run. I just saw that the rank 1 was pretty achievable, so I just ran in and did it. Could probably get rank 1 overall, but I think I'll work on my gear before I make any sort of attempt on that. Oh my god, these lag spikes? These are making me pretty nervous with the beacon. Alright, what is next? Do we continue farming idols, try and get better ones? Probably. We're missing quite a bit of mana on the prefixes here. It's a pretty big upgrade if I can get those. I need at least 2. I don't think I really need more than that, because eventually we're going to want ornate. So that also gets armor. Armor's definitely priority over mana. But mana is... maybe for damage, I don't know. We need to find Nemesis and throw some wrong warps into that. So I think we have this one. Do we have any others? No. Yeah, I need to do... This is a pretty good belt. Need to roll that. Probably go for a better chest piece. I still need some exalts. I'm kind of hurting on exalts here. Fast gear tour? Yeah, sure. A real quick one. We have T7 int prismatic with 4% crit. We have T7 int blood of the exile with 11 all stats. And yeah. We have a strand of souls with a mid roll, kind of not great, with mana regen. This is not what we want. Unstable core, mediocre mana rolls. T6 mana strike. This is not good. Terrible enigma. But this was the highest roll I had, so I'm using it. Wrong warp. No LP. I do need to slam, but I don't have any good slam bases yet. T6 int Jorus. This was the first item we slammed. Fairborse because it has 17 int and armor. Oops. Stormcarved with LP. I could do some slams in here, but I haven't gotten around to it yet. And then what else? Gloves are kind of bad. We have int and mana. Sunchance is okay, I guess. It's not too bad. Not a good base though. I think we want the armor gloves. Then this amulet. It's okay. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Probably want to get a red ring eventually, help with my resist. Well, I also have some slams in my graveyard. Can't forget those. That's just what I have on. It's not been too bad though. It's been a pretty forgiving league so far. You tried to do a Mana Strike version, yeah. It is a little bit awkward to make it work. You might be able to do it with Dragoroth, though. I think you can get your mana cost high enough. Dragoroth, you can do melee attack speed as well. You got a 167 2LP? What? Okay. Yeah, you need a T7 for that. That's pretty spicy. That is a spicy belt. Your pants will never fall down again with that. Yeah, I'd probably consider doing the... What pants? Yeah, it's true. We don't have pants. Little secret. You don't have to tell anybody, though. Nobody needs to know. That's why Path of Exile and Last Epoch is superior to Diablo. So Diablo has pants. That's like a direct nerf. Clearly pants do not make for superior games. Can't be a coincidence. These lag spikes, I think I might restart my game. This is getting a little bit dangerous. I think we restart the game. The game is freezing for like 2 or 3 seconds at a time. That's how you die. Not pleasant experience. Okay, so we're not laggy. The game DC'd you? Yeah, maybe it's just the game having issues. 4-ish hours. Yeah, I think I've been around for 4 hours now. Let me check my stream. Only 2, actually. Hasn't even been that long. Might try and get a Nemesis farm set up. Alright, let's see if we lag. Yeah, see how much less the lag is now? I just click it and there's like no frame drops. And that was only 2 hours with the game open. On the first map, yeah. I think it's like loading the shaders or something, I don't know. It's like loading some graphics things and caching them. And then once they're already loaded, I think it has less work to do in like the following maps. But then over a while, it just keeps like storing more and more crap and then you just start lagging. That's my guess. Not an expert though. Hard to say. I've only built a very simple game in C# before. Don't really know what could be causing all these lag issues. There's also probably a bunch of Unity stuff going on as well. It could be affecting things. Fairbar? 14 inch, yeah. Quicksilver foil? I don't know. I never really thought it was that great. Maybe if you have a lot of LP, I guess. Could be an option. mage. Attack speed. Yeah, yeah. It is hard to get a lot of attack speed. You could use the humming bee. You could dual wield humming bee. That could be fun. You need drag rat. Oh, okay. Oh yeah, right. Fragment for spark charge, yeah. I understand. Yeah, frenzy is really important. It's a lot of attack speed. Yeah, the only thing with this map is you don't get a lot of mages or Nemesis. It's the only thing missing. Smoldering Lithrak. We leave? We leave immediately. You guys hear that? Oh wow, the microphone actually cancels out when I'm eating chips. That's pretty impressive. Why is recollection good for this build? What is recollection? I don't know the names of all this stuff. No eating Asmer. You guys don't want eating Asmer. That's gross. I can disable the noise cancellation if you want, but I don't think you want that. CD passive? Alright, I'm drawing a blank. What is CD? Should I know this?
Fools. Fools.
Wait, hold on. Oh, this. Cooldown. I see what you're saying. I'm not currently using it. It's good because you get to use teleport more often, you get to use flame ward more often. That's kind of the main thing. With teleport, you have mana tunnel, so having lower cooldown teleport means you can recover more mana. It also means you get to you get your buffs more often, even though they should be permanently up. But anyway, the main thing is mana here, and then defense from flame ward if you're using that. I'm not using it. Not right now. I think I could probably drop some of these points. Four brick, 2 LPs. Well, at least you got one successful one, right?
Hello, traveler.
It's actually a lot of damage. I'm not even sure. It's always the one with the lowest int. Could grab crit multi here. Wait, 15.5? How much does that even give me?
Hello, traveler.
13.3. That's a pretty big increase. It's like 20% more damage. Losing a lot of spell here, though. Seems okay. Oh no. You didn't edit for the Spellblade? Rip. That's a big rip. I feel like these 3 points here are pretty high value, aren't they? It's 5% cast speed and 12% spell damage. The Nova flat spell damage is worth it? No. Not really. This is pretty low value. It's because we have 143 int. That's 286 flat damage from Enigma. So getting an extra, like, 5 flat damage doesn't really help us. It's a very small increase.
Hello, traveler.
The multi is good because we don't really have much multi. I could drop a little bit of int.
Hello, traveler.
Int is really strong though. I don't know if I want to do that. I don't think I do want to do that. Int is like basically defense. Usually use a single filter for every build. Yeah, I usually just make copies and then change the exalt filter because the uniques are mostly the same. Minus a few small changes. But yeah, I did warn about using that filter. It's a little bit dangerous. See if I have a better fair board. So we have a 15 with 141. We have 14 with 109. What if I do this? I go below 1,000 mana. Gain a little bit of int. Gain a lot of armor. I feel like this is probably better, isn't it? Yeah. That's fine. Let's see how this feels with a bit more crit multi. Crit multi, we have plus 50 for lightning. Or 2.5 damage. I think I could go up to, what, 3? Yeah, the 6 times B48 would take me to 3. Be a pretty big increase. Have to give up a lot, though, to make that work. I don't really need the damage that much right now, other than bosses, but it's not really priority. The new COF rank for boxes, yeah, it's pretty nice. We do have some nice COF goodies now. Are Joe rings locked to 1 LP? No. I have a 3 LP Jora ring on softcore. They're kind of weird though. 1 LP is guaranteed, but the 2 LP plus is like extremely rare for the ring. Damage seems higher. I feel like I have less ward though. Six breath 2 LP Enigma feels so bad. Yikes. I'm still rocking a double suffix Enigma. Feels really bad. That was a good roll too. Someday.
Fools.
Alright. I need to see if I can farm some Nemesis actually. This is... Is 100 corruption here? We can probably bump this up. Have I done Ending the Storm? I did. Okay. I already did Harbinger here. So I can raise this up. Yeah, that's fine. Did it drop 3 rings? It did. Why not? We'll collect them. Willow Marsh. Do we have a lakeside trail? 341. I don't really need to do 341s. Probably drop it down a bit. I think maybe... What's the highest corruption for mage prophecies? Is it 300 or 310 or 320? Maybe drop this like slightly. Hey Fade, what up? Welcome back. 242.93. I think 311 is fine here. Yeah, we'll do 311. We'll do some echoes. See if we can find a lakeside, or I think Solarium Ascent is also okay. Just gotta find those Nemesis. Need our Nemesis farm. Oh, there's a Nemesis. I forgot I had a T6 int on the go. Maybe we can get a T7 here. Any juicy drops? Nothing crazy. We do have a T7 int Prismatic now, and a T7 int Blood of the Exile. Made a little bit of progress. Still working on our gear though. How's your grind going? Wow, what a slow map. This map is huge. Lakeside Trail, there you go, right here. How did I get T7 in? No, I slammed it. I did Temporal Sanctum. It is quite hard to get an actual useful affix from Nemesis. It's very rare. Off to the summer? Oh, nice. Guess it is about that time of year, isn't it? Yeah, make sure you also enjoy your summer. More than just the last epoch. As people always tell me to touch the grass, you know? Whatever that is. We need... Oh, there's Nemesis. Perfect. That's exactly what we wanted. See if we get a T7 int. That would be huge if we could get that. T6 feels bad. We got no upgrade. Come on. Feels so bad. 23 Weaver though. Am I able to T4 Jewelry? Yeah, I can. There is a risk to it. I could die, but the character is definitely capable. I probably will do T4 Jewelry after I get a few more things that I could slam. Go there every two to three weekends? That sounds pretty nice. We have beaches up here in Canada, but they are not quite as nice as some of the other beaches in the world. Sad beaches, I guess. Alright, we have Lakeside Trail. Slarum is here. We have Endurance. I kind of want to get rid of Endurance. I'm going to do a mage farm here. We have quite a few beaches here in Canada, but or in Vancouver, where I live, but they're not that nice. They're okay. You're doing Portal if you can't one-shot? Yeah, you'll have to farm up some gear to be able to one-shot T4. It does take a fair bit of gear. 12p Typhoon. Huh. Hey Cam, what up? Long time no see. How's it going? 4 mana, feels bad. Feels bad. Yeah. You prefer your days off at home? Yeah, I understand that. Relaxing is nice too. Just give the misses and kids some video games. Keep them occupied. That is the key. Then everybody's happy. Close to switching to Orb? Yeah, I could switch to Orb. I need more mana though. I'm not quite having enough mana. So I'm not really comfortable using Fractured Crown on hardcore. It's not very safe. I could probably use it for Jolra though, because there's the point in the start where Jolra doesn't do any damage. If I ever forget to take off the Fractured Crown though, I just kind of insta-die. That was a little scary. Yeah, I think it's okay. Like for Jolra, it's fine. It doesn't do any damage until the explosion, so if you can one-shot it then you're safe. I just know that I'll probably forget to unequip it. And then I'll rip. So we don't want to do that. Okay. You need to be very careful with these mage farm setups. Wife doesn't get intrigued by unlucky. No video games for the wife. How young are they that they're too young for video games? I feel like I probably started playing when I was maybe like 5 or something. That was a long time ago. Video games were very basic. Could also just be a bad idea. Where's all the Nemesis? Did they nerf this? Is my corruption too low? I know this is pretty good at like 1,000 corruption. Maybe it sucks at 300? Huh. Yeah, what is up with this? No mage or Nemesis? Kids aren't allowed to have iPads, no YouTube, no video games, TV's limited. Oh yeah, that's way more strict than my parents were growing up. This is Spire map. Yeah, that's fair. I understand that. Yeah, I definitely don't bear many memories of just countless hours blasting video games. Although I still do that now, so maybe I haven't learned anything from that. Games were much less exploitative. Yeah. Yeah, maybe. Maybe that's a good point. These were PC games. There wasn't really phone games when I was a kid. It was before that time. Is this an upgrade? No, right? I don't think so. Can't believe how low the chance is of finding. I haven't found one Nemesis here yet. Yeah, I guess when I was really young, there was like one computer in the living room, and it was like shared between everybody. I also had like I had one of the early Game Boys as well. That was like the old black and white one. .12". Anytime could be time. Yeah, that's true. With like phones, they always have the phone. And then they have the gambling. All the games have like gambling themes to them, which is like it's kind of scary for kids to be playing. Sunless Coat. Is that a good one? We'll do 3 more. Addicted to smartphone games and PC. It's not healthy. Yeah. I mean, I think balance is important. Like, I'm not a parent, so obviously my opinion doesn't count for much. But I feel like moderation is really important. At least, like, when I was a kid, like, I developed pretty obsessive habits. Where, like, whatever I wanted to do, I would just do exclusively that. And I think whatever that is, it's probably unhealthy. If they, like, have no interest in doing anything else except, like, one thing. Like, that goes for, like, games or probably other things, too. I would imagine, right? Maybe eating could be obsessive at times or stuff like that. Like, anything could become obsessive, and I think it gets unhealthy at some point. Okay, what do we want to do next? I think I might try and do Age of Winter. We need 150 corruption. Let's try and do a Harbinger. Or I could try and do a T4. Oh yeah, I remember what I was doing. I wanted to do a Nemesis. I wanted to do a Nemesis for this belt here. 142 is a pretty good belt. If I could get LP on it and then try and slam, that would be pretty good. Let's make sure I dig out all my slam items here. T6. Yeah. I agree. That makes sense. I guess I'm a little scared with like how much access kids have to these things now. It's like a lot of kids like they just get like pacified rather than like learning to deal with being bored. Like when I was a kid, like there are times where you get bored and you need to like learn to deal with it. Like I feel like a lot of kids nowadays, like they don't know how to manage being bored. They don't have something to do, they just start like acting up. Like you see kids at restaurants or whatever, if they don't have a device, they just start screaming. It's kind of scary that it's like that. Like if I started acting up at like a restaurant or grocery store or whatever, like I'd get a spanking. Like that was not okay. Not saying that that's like the solution. I'm just saying that that's how it was. Yeah, exactly. Spanking or boredom. Dragorath Claw with 4% crit. 16 all res? Okay. Not bad. Actually, I'm gonna need to reset corruption here. I want to be at 150. I need to do Hirat Harbinger. 150, right? Yeah. I mean, there's also like the health aspect too. Like actually doing things physical, I think is important. Important for your mental health as well. Yeah, that's true. $241. Let's drop to 150. Eating dirt, yeah. Getting that immune system going. Exactly. This is important stuff. Well, also, like, back in the day, too, I think parents were a lot less concerned about, like general safety of their kids. It's like, oh, you're in the neighborhood, it's probably fine, right? But nowadays, people are worried about, like, kids getting abducted or whatever, taken advantage of. Like, that's a big concern. Even though, like, I was reading about it and, like, the stats. Apparently, it's safer now than it used to be like 30, 40 years ago. We just have a lot more coverage on the incidents that do happen. So it seems like it's less safe. Alright, we're at 150. Okay, nice. Like, looking back, the crazy stuff kids would do when I was young. I'm surprised so many actually made it. No, like, it's actually safer now. Like, by the numbers, it's safer. But yeah, it seems like it's way less safe. Just because of, like, how exposed you are to bad news, like, all around you. I think we have different dangers today. Like the internet, right? Like, that's kind of a big one. That wasn't as much of an issue back then.
Death. Finally.
I remember I'd always bike around the neighborhoods or whatever, and hang out with, like, friends from school and all that. Go biking through the forest, or go, like, jumping off things. Go flying through the air on my bike, like, crash into something. Always getting injured and dirty and whatever. Scrapes and bruises and all that. Getting into stuff. Yeah, it's all the media and stuff. I mean, it's good to have awareness, but I think there's like a weird mix right now of like a lot of parents seem to be pretty absent. Like you said, they'll just give a device and like the kids never learn to like think for themselves. And then there's also the coddling. I remember when I was younger, like there was a big thing of like peanut butter. Like everybody was afraid of peanut butter. I don't remember if it was confirmed, but like a lot of kids were never fed peanut butter because of some fear or something. And I think that's why there's so many people in North America allergic to peanut butter. I don't remember if that was actually confirmed. There's science on that. Wow, we already bricked it. We already bricked it. Feels bad. Two LP on the dragon. Okay, we're still empowering. You don't even know the mechanics. Yeah. Yeah, Aberoth is not too bad. If you do know the fight, then yeah, it's not too bad. I think the other thing too is like instant gratification, which goes to like being bored or whatever. It's like so many things are designed now to like give you instant gratification. Like even like credit cards, it's so like brainless to just like spend your money. Or games or whatever. I feel like kids are really gonna struggle with like thinking about the future and stuff when they're so used to instant gratification. This is an interesting necklace. This could actually be good. I could seal and put frailty. Would be pretty good. Criminality. That is a lot better. I could seal and put mana. Maybe we do that. Or we just crit success up to T4. I guess that works too, doesn't it? Okay. Guess we have to go for it. Of course we do. Of course we remove the Exalt. Alright, never mind. Educated by Jorah, yeah. You gotta beat your boss before you get to have your slam. Very true. What's Aberoth equivalent difficulty for corruption? Say probably like 400. I mean, as far as like, it's more mechanically difficult than like the gear check on it's quite low. Like you don't need to have good gear. It's more like there's a lot of mechanics and skills that can kill you that you need to know. Once you know them, it's easy. So I don't know, it's hard to put it to like a corruption. It's like you could clear 1,000 corruption with a strong character and then you could still potentially die to Aberoth if you don't know the fight, right? The last phase always gets you. I find the last phase easiest, to be honest. The mid phase I find much harder with all the like bullet hell stuff. Dual Harpy? I find Dual Harpy significantly easier, but yeah, I do think it is more of a gear check. Like mechanically it's quite easy if you have decent gear. Shred Frailty? Oh boy. We got both of them. Alright. That could be good. This is what we need. Please seal. Okay. This completely destroys our resist, but it's a nice amulet. Crit multi or mana? I think crit multi, right? Probably should have done mana. It's a pretty nice amulet. Don't really need Exalted Frailty, though. I don't think I can use it either, because my resist... no, or mana. It's really hard to one-shot Aberoth with Static Orb. It's quite tanky. You do need good gear. Armor Shred's a big issue that I have. I didn't have Armor Shred. Or maybe I did. I don't remember. Yeah, you can two-phase it. You can recharge your mana in between phases, because you instantly transition. If you can burst like half of its health in one rotation, you can continue after the transition finishes. You just have to wait out the invulnerability phase, or the DR phase. Yeah, you have time. You could probably even like 3 rotation it. As long as you can get to a breakpoint with 1 rotation, I think it's probably okay. I might test it. I'll probably test it in offline or software. The problem you need to be careful of is if you need more than 2 bursts, your focus cooldown is going to be an issue. So you probably want to wait until the last second to do the burst, otherwise you won't have your focus cooldown up for the next rotation. T7 crit multi on the amulet with a perfect roll. Sealable prefix and open suffix. It's a pretty nice amulet. It's definitely worth giving Aberoth a go, though. If you're on software, you don't really lose anything. The eyes are not hard to farm.
Fools.
Yeah. Yeah, I have to give it a go. And let me know how that goes. And you're probably fine if your character is like somewhat strong. Do a couple runs practice and go for it. These are both arena? I didn't notice. Feels bad. No arena for me. We did enough arena for one day. Didn't add another LP. We got spell crit on the seal. That's sad. I can't really use that. I can't even slam it because it's seal. Benefits from the arena is pretty much nothing. It's purely a flex. If you're talking about the ladder, it's just a flex.
Fools. Fools.
Sealed affixes can be slammed? No, they can't. You can use them. You can slam an item that has a sealed affix. It just doesn't. It doesn't do anything. You can't get the sealed affix on the slammed item. Not that you would probably want to, either, in most cases. Because that would give you an extra affix to worry about. That would be pretty bad, actually, if you could slam sealed affixes. Most of the time, people use seals to remove a bad affix. You saw red if I'm pretty sure that's a bug. I think that's a bug with Nemesis. It's not intended. Don't need to do all 3 level 90 echoes? I don't think you need to if it's your second character. I think you only need to do that for your first. Straight to empowered. It's the only way to play the game. Oh, that's a T7 mana. Keep that around. Actually, this is... It's a much better roll. Plus 30 ward retention, and some mana spent gained is ward. I lose mana regen, but I think this belt is a good enough roll to justify using. Actually, I'm just gonna do Grip of Envy here. Can't be bothered. That's probably enough, right? Yeah. $56 cold res. For this fight specifically, I think I do want to have more cold res. Even though I get capped with TP. Oh, I hate this one. This boss fight sucks for Harbinger.
This is a mercy. Shut. Behold the rage of winter. Shatter. Do not stand in my way. Rise, my fallen champions. Aid me. This is a mercy. Come.
Ah. Come on. I got so close. That was so close. Killing it without the minion phase. I don't even remember if you can, to be honest. I don't remember if it lets you. Yeah.
I did what I
Feels
must
bad.
to protect my people.
Yo, what? I got the stun for that? My wrong warp teleported me into the beam. And it gave me the stun. Really? That feels kind of BS. That shouldn't work that way. I mean, I had the invulnerability. But even still. If you're immune, you shouldn't get the stun.
You've returned. I just need to not make a habit of it, or this place is going to get crowded.
Alright, what are the hard ones here? I think, Outcast? Probably do last. I think I might do that one last. Stolen Lance is kind of hard. I might do that next. Yeah, probably do Stolen Lance next. Then maybe Fall of Empire. Last Ruin. I was thinking Last Ruin. Oh, I actually already done. I already finished Last Ruin. I did that one yesterday. I've already done 3 dudes. 3 dudes I did. That one is annoying. I did Last Ruin. That one's annoying. Lagon is probably the worst. And I think Winter's a little bit risky. Outcast I think is fairly easy. Black Sun is like kind of like you can get one shot by some of the attacks. Dragon I don't think is that bad, but I probably want to remove Double Enrage. I don't remember Blood, Frost, and Death. I almost never do this boss. I think Argentus is potentially rippy. Probably not that bad though. And then Empire maybe. I don't know. The ones that have the spear guys, I think they're more rippy than the fat guy. The fat guy's kind of does a lot of damage, but most of the attacks are easy to avoid if you have a lot of move speed. Yeah, the Harbinger in the Lagan Arena is insane. It's not cool. Not fun. Yeah, the spear throwing riders I think are much worse. Yeah, we'll do a little bit more farming. Farm up some favor, get some items. The snakes. Which one is the snake? Oh, you're just talking about regular enemies. Oh, yeah, I know what you're talking about. The sandstorms do a lot of damage. They can be a little rippy. Yeah, our mana regen is a lot worse. You can see the difference here. Am I safe right now? See, I hate this. This is such a bad... This is so dangerous for no reason. Hardcore character needs to get reborn out of an egg. Feels that way. That's how you end up ripping. Then the next hardcore person brings you out of the egg. Oh, let's go T7 int ring. Love it. First one. Yeah, I do need to rune creation. Rune creation all of those. Spell crit. 1 LP. D4 expansion? Maybe. Maybe. Last Epoch always with the unfortunate timing. To be fair though, we don't really know for sure when Last Epoch cycles are gonna come. They're still like little inconsistent. Second Empower never adds LP. I don't know if I've seen it add LP, yeah. I'm not sure. I don't remember seeing it add LP. Aren't they scheduled? I mean on paper, I don't know if they're like officially here's the date yet. I could be wrong, but I don't think they've set a date. Until they do, it could be moved back. Yeah, I didn't like the melee proc thing. It was kind of annoying. You need crazy attack speed to make it feel good, but you could always just get cast speed. And then it's just much better. Feels bad. So much easier to just do direct cast. Cheap ways? I don't know about cheap. It's hard to get enough attack speed. That was one of the things I struggled with. Just getting attack speed is hard. You need slams on your weapon and all that. The 3-dude mechanic? Are you talking about the Rain of Fire or whatever? Something of Fire? Ring of Fire? Spirits of Fire. Map. Yeah. Yeah, I understood what you mean, but I don't think there's accessible attack speed. You can check my... I made a video last cycle on Spellblade Frostclaw. You can check that out and maybe get some ideas. I did Mana Strike Frostclaw. It was pretty good. No, it didn't exist. I also did it as Rune Master. But a lot of the stuff I did you can probably use. It should still be good. I don't remember what I did, to be honest. I did use Dragareth Claw though. Do we go season or legacy? Are you talking about D4? Do you play season or legacy in D4? I'm pretty sure whatever campaign you already did should remain complete. But I imagine there will be more campaign that you're going to have to complete at least once. Yeah, that could be interesting. The static book thing. Alright, folks. I am super tired for whatever reason. I have no idea why. I don't think I slept very well or something. But yeah, I'm starting to find myself dozing off in the middle of these echoes. So before I rip, I think I will play it safe and call it. So we don't want to start falling asleep. Let's do up a host. As always. You already did the campaign if you think they'd be level 1? I don't know. You shouldn't have to do the same campaign you already did. I imagine you can probably just skip to whatever the new one. If they force you to do the whole thing, that would kind of suck. Yeah, I don't know if they will. I'm probably not gonna have a nap, but I just don't want to play hardcore while I'm tired, because that's how you rip. But yeah, thank you guys all for hanging out. I'm going to do up host for QB1. Another guy playing hardcore. So yeah, show him some love and catch you guys all in the next one.